Okay. Okay. Outer Worlds. I've had my coffee. Drink. So. Last playthrough of Outer Worlds before the sequel arrives. New game, please. Normal difficulty, I think. We'll just stick with normal. Normal's fairly nicely balanced. I don't want to kick my head in on this. I just want to have some fun. Yeah, that's alright. Although we might turn it up to hard if I find it's a little too breezy.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
What could possibly go wrong? Red alert! Hello, who do we have here? Phineas Vernon Wells. Or Doc Brown, or
hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever.
Rick
just
Sanchez,
to keep from
or
damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Alright. Let's set up our character. So, the idea, the role-playing, the build that I'm going for is, I mean, in short, described in the title of today's stream, Space Cowboy. But I'm thinking not just Space Cowboy, but kind of grey hat Space Cowboy. Like, not properly evil, but not, you know, sheriff material either. Kind of somewhere between Cad Bane and Malcolm Reynolds, that kind of thing. So my idea is we're going to stick with handguns, revolvers primarily. Although that's not a hard and fast rule, but I do want to stick with revolvers if I can, because it's just got that Western feel. Because this game is heavily inspired by Firefly, and Malcolm Reynolds himself uses a revolver, and Cad Bane primarily uses a single-shot handgun quite often, although two of them sometimes. Can't dual wield in this, I don't think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, handguns and long guns, single shot, high damage per shot kind of weapons. I don't want to go into the auto weapons, the SMGs, any of that kind of stuff. So along with that, we're going to pump into perception and intelligence for long guns and handguns.
If I can't save your body, I must at least save your brain.
We're also going to go into some talkie skills as well, because, you know, you got to be...
Y'all shall get sidetracked by bullshit every goddamn time.
I'm not gonna focus too heavily on charms to talk our way around things, but there is going to be a bit of that, because, you know, the Cad Bane, the Malcolm Reynolds type, you know, they do like to chat before shit gets real. But yeah, for now we're going to pump all the points into those two, just for the bonus headshot and weak spot damage, and the critical damage, and the long guns, handguns kind of pairing there. Alright, next, skills. Again, we're going to focus on
You
ranged,
are going to paint the system red, my friend.
and let's see here. I'm going to block much, but dodge might be useful at some point. But I think for now we'll go initially into dialogue, and then we'll stack into defense as we go.
If we're ever captured, I'll
Just
let you
to get
do the
us
talking.
above 20 on persuasion. That's where perks start kicking in on these things. Alright, not going to worry too much about stealth, although we will be sneaking a bit, I think, probably. Focusing on that. So, aptitude. Determination, drink effectuation, block, persuasion, shock damage received, engineering, dodge, food effectuation, corrosion damage reduced, inspiration, medical. Okay, medical technician junior grade, because if you're going to be a rogue, like Malcolm Reynolds, he served. He's probably got some basic field medical training, right? We'll do that.
A physician? Not many of you left.
Just for a little extra HP and whatnot. Alright, we'll go randomize a few times and see if we can get close to something that looks kind of westerny. Let's see here. It's not an extremely flexible character creator, but there are some hideous things you can do. There are some hideous things you can do. That's not there. We'll start there. Except maybe the mask. There we go. That's the one. Alright, start with hair. Should be some neat and tidy hair somewhere here. Yeah. Not too neat. How about that? Yeah, just no nonsense swept back. Is that our guy? Oops. Or no, that looks like he just does woodworking as a hobby. There we go. That's kind of a no nonsense haircut there. Shall we go? Ooh. That's a lovely red. I mean, we're hardly ever going to see this guy, but still. Like, almost all of this happens in first person. You don't ever see him in idle and whatnot. Yeah, I kind of like that purple. Yeah, we'll go with that purple. Eyebrow style, definitely not those ones. Something a bit bushier. Ooh, that'll do. Facial hair. That one's a bit roguish, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. Alright, we'll go the same kind of purple. Although, now that looks slightly too respectable, doesn't it? That's bartender. I want ruffian. Yeah, we'll go with the Van Dyke. Alright, features. Got a little scar of some kind. Maybe across his nose. This is all just makeup and stuff, isn't it? Alright, we'll leave that at that. Let's get the dirt away. I don't like dirt. Ooh, though. Looks like a Sith Lord, that guy. No dirt. I want a scar across the bridge of his nose or something, like someone's cracked him across the face. You have that? Oh, there's one. Could have sworn I found one in makeup, though. Is that it? I was playing with the character creation last night when I was recording some of the footage for the video today, but okay, there was one with a scar across the nose that was a little bit harsher than that, but that'll do. Right, we want kind of late 30s-ish, I guess, but hard life late 30s, somewhere there. Yeah, that's our guy. That's our guy. What's his name? I mean, I keep saying Malcolm Reynolds and Cad Bane, so maybe we could squish those together. Cad Reynolds? Malcolm Bane. That's not bad. Mal? Bane? Mal Bane? No, it doesn't sound right. Bad Cane? Bane McMal. No. Should have thought of a name. I always get stuck on this. Hey, T-Dub. What kind of build we going for? Kind of a Mad Reynolds meets Cad Bane kind of Western ruffian kind of guy. Space cowboy. Or space cowboy bounty hunter. Cad Bane is inspired by. Yeah, because the first time I played through this, it was kind of a generalist, but heavily relying on speech. Like, I got through the ending of the game without having to do the boss fight, because I was so good at speech. I just talked my way around it. Second time we played through, that was a live stream. That was our grouchy captain. What do we call him? Bob Cranky Pants. He was just a bastard. He started out with melee mostly, but we wound up with a variety of weapons in the end. So this is a playstyle I've not done this game with. This kind of, yeah, rogue cowboy, bounty hunter kind of guy. Cadfet. That's sci-fi enough. So yeah, handguns, long guns, kind of focused, single shot, high damage per shot kind of deal. No automatic weapons or anything like that. Maybe a little bit of melee here and there if we can't avoid it any other way. It might come in handy, but I'm not going to really spec into melee much, I don't think. There we go.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Pick me! Pick me! I'm your Huckleberry.
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
He's gone to Plaid. Socket. Thank you very much for the 65 minutes. How are you doing today?
Shit.
66. What did I say? I thought I said 55. 66. Many, many months. Appreciate that very much. Hope you're doing well today.
Ah, there you are.
Here I
Wondering
am.
What's going on, eh? A bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the
Huge camera upgrade. Yeah, I saw you post about that. What are the new cannons?
Years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head.
Damn the man.
My ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck.
I love this moment. Perfect timing on that. It's just so good. An R6 Mark II and a 7200 F4.
There
Nice.
you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I've never gone hands-on with any of the R-series cameras. I've reached out to Canon a few times back in the day, but they're so difficult to work with. I haven't bothered in years though, because frankly I just don't do that much camera coverage anymore. So though, always have been curious about them.
Hawthorne should be close by. What in
It's very close by.
Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste.
Such a good reveal.
Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Couple of things. When I first played this, I came in pretty blind, and I think they did spoil this in some of their pre-release coverage, but I managed to miss it, so this caught me by complete surprise. The other thing is we didn't just land on him, we landed on his face. Like, directly on his face. I love how he's still holding on to the signal probe as well. Bye, Captain Hawthorne. I promise not to steal your identity for long. Boing. I don't remember whether I played this maxed out the first time I got it either. I would have had the 4K screen already by the time this released, but what I was running on? Was that the 2060 at the time? I don't remember. Either way, I'm completely maxed out at the moment. 4K, Ultra, everything maxed out, turned on. No motion blur, of course. I'll take that Adreno, thank you. And of course, this game kind of predates when games started becoming... having, you know, DLSS or FSR or whatever as kind of standard. So there's no upscaling in this game whatsoever. I feel they've got a good amount of comedy in this game. Oh yeah, this game is filled with very funny stuff, and a lot of it is very, very dark comedy as well. Because the two guys who wrote it...
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Yeah, the two guys who wrote it were the same two guys who wrote New Vegas. So it has very much has the similar kind of extremely dark, sardonic, sort of cutting, occasionally extremely subtle humor, and I fucking love it. I love this too. Because you're obviously, yeah, oh, I've got to jump over there. There's a light over there. You can't make that jump. This is just to teach you about fall damage. That's all that's there for.
Hey.
Hello!
Come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stings.
Also, I love the way so many of the NPCs who meet are company people, so they're contractually obligated to say the company taglines at the beginning and end of their dialogue. It's always funny. What happened to you?
We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp.
Yeah, the
up in
companions in
hills.
this camp were awesome.
Thought I could take them.
We are definitely going to run with companions
Then
this
my
time.
gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
Because when we did the Bob Cranky Pants playthrough, what was it, 3-4 years ago, he didn't run with any companions because he was too cantankerous. So I definitely want to do this playthrough with companions. Plus, if we're doing sort of, you know, Malcolm Reynolds, Cad Bane, somewhere in the mix there, they both have crew. Cad Bane doesn't always have crew, but he often has crew. So yeah, we'll definitely be choosing companions this time. Although we'll have to... who are we going to pick? Because there are a couple of sort of gunslinging kind of companion. Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I think haven't thought about who we'd pick. I knew I'd wanted companions. I didn't think who we'd pick to go with most often. So yeah, that'll be fun. You're hiding in a cave and you blocked off the exit. You're as good as dead.
Spacer's
Dumbass.
choice policy clearly stipulates that dead and as good as dead are two completely different properties of matter. Unless I'm dead, I'm contractually obligated to attend to my post. I will report that illegally grounded spacecraft if it is the last thing I do. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
I gave Parvati that unique chaos element hammer thing. Had randomized effects. Yeah. She's easily my favorite companion. I don't think we'll run with her this time because I don't think she suits the playstyle I'm going for. But easily my favorite companion in this game. I love her so much. And her story. And I think she's one of the first and possibly only ace companion characters that I've ever had in games like this. So yeah, she was kind of wonderful for that too. A little bit of ace rep. And a story directly ties into that too, which is, yeah, something I really appreciated. Caught me by surprise. Alright, so, we're going to intimidate. I feel like that's what we do. You're an idiot. Give me your gun before you get yourself killed.
Yeah, you sound a lot like my lieutenant. Here, hope this gun serves you better than it did me.
At least
All
good to know.
Spacer's choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
I used to have that as a redeem on the channel. I should have reactivated that for today. I'm off. Alright, let's grab some stuff. Now, live or die, live or die, live or die. Bye. That's interesting. I killed him in the sample footage I took last night for today's video. Just so I could have synced footage. And because I thought it'd be funny. Neither of those times did he drop his helmet. He just dropped his helmet though. Drag arm, yeah, okay. Yeah, I got his riot control armor, but he didn't drop his helmet last time. Or neither of the other times. So I didn't know that was an RNG thing. Determination +5, a little bit of light armor. There we go. I've got show helmet turned off, obviously, because we want to see his face, but yeah.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell?
Yep, time dilation, otherwise known as space vats. We are going to switch away from this handgun as soon as I can, because this is not a revolver, although it is a single shot gun, so it's close to what I want, but I really want to stick with revolvers for often as much and as I can. Come on, all right. Cool chunk. I'll have some of that. I'll have some of those. I'll have some of that. Some of that. I'll have whatever is in here. Which I think is preset. I think that's the rod, isn't it? Yeah, that's the rod. Alright, that's the thing I can have. That's your leg. Where'd the other buddy go? Oh, there you are. Oh, no, it was your leg. Where's the other guy? Seriously, where's the other corpse? I feel like I'm going insane. Whatever, not that important. Oh, there you are. Love your stuff, thanks. Going from Mel Reynolds playstyle, he's got a Jane S. Yeah, we need a Jane, don't we? A Jane and a, oh shit, what's her name? His best mate, who's married to the pilot guy. What's her name again from Firefly? Damn it. Can't believe I can't think of that. I've watched Firefly so many times. Zoe! Thank you, Zoe. I don't know if there's an NPC in this game that's more like Wash, but even then we wouldn't take him out with us because he doesn't go out in the adventures. He stays with the ship. But yeah, we need a Zoe, and maybe a Jane. But on the other side of the fence, Cad Bane doesn't really often pair up with that type of character. He pairs up with fairly cold, straight to business kind of people usually. With a few exceptions, in the Clone Wars series especially. He's got a few more cartoonish companions. Still. We want to sort of lean into that.
Over here before you get yourself killed.
Lean into that vibe. So no wishy-washy kind of let's just be friends kind of companions.
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders.
Yeah, Padre's interesting.
Landing violators.
So I've never actually done much with him.
Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
Like on my first playthrough, I did his quest, but I was never that invested in him. Like that's the only time I ever took him with me when I was doing his quest, because being religious types. But yeah, he's kind of a Western kind of guy, isn't he? I've already dealt with a few of these marauders. I'm not impressed.
You pulling my limb? I mean, yeah, of course. Marauders. Bunch of addle-brained derelicts. I could round them up all by myself. I just, you know.
Sam might be
need
interesting.
A couple winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son.
This Cad has teamed up with droids a couple of times. Not frequently, but he has partnered up with droids before. And he does have the little droid companion in the series. Sam is not exactly a butler droid or a tech droid. Still though, I've never actually run with Sam much either. That could be fun. Alright, so what were we going to say here? Are we going to question her bravery? Are we going to call her bluff and try reverse psychology? No, that's not it. More intimidation? I guess I'll have to give you intimidation. I'm going to have to give you a 0 on my customer satisfaction survey.
Seriously? But those marauders will... Ugh. You know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
Laminated. Go get him! This is not pre-scripted, by the way. Sometimes they win, sometimes they lose, sometimes everybody dies. Oh. Nice! She came out 2v1. Well, you just earned the right to live. Okay, I love that. I love that. Don't want your mining gear. Love that. I love that. Got nothing. It's a critter. Who's your friend? Who's your fallen comrade? Where did he fall? Is that him? There he is. Oh, it's just another light pistol. Damn it. I was hoping he was going to have something more interesting. Alright. Actually, speaking of more interesting, before we go and Talk to her and go and have a look inside the ship. Yeah, there it is. I was going to say there should be a little camp around here, a little Marauder camp. One of those guys, again, I found it in my testing for the footage I needed for today's video. In one of the playthroughs I did of this, or not playthrough, but one of the recording sessions I did this, one of these guys actually dropped a hunting rifle, which is exactly what I want. Is MacCready a companion in tow? MacCready? Don't think so. Right. I blew his arms and legs off. And his head. He's just a torso. Hell, all of his body parts flew over this way. Hey, hunting rifle. Yes. You lucked out. That's exactly what I needed. Heavy ammo. Lovely. Alright. Let's get him. Yeah. I'll get to you in a second. First. Hunting rifle. Here we go. I love that as a backup. I'll also put that there. Why not? There we go. That's the more Western gun. Now we're set. I've only got 19 rounds for it, so I'm going to use it a bit carefully, but we should be fine for the moment. I wonder if there's any 3D printing STL files of this ship. Like, it's not the most classic sci-fi ship, but I do like it. Hey, where'd she go? Behind. Oh, there she is. Alright, let's have a chat. See how she feels about her friend, or not friend, workmate dying.
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
Oh, okay. She's just busy with the paperwork. I thought there would have been dialogue.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
Hello, Ada.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel.
It's been a while, Ada. It's been a while.
Authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
One of my favorite AI characters in games like this. She's just kind of... She's kooky. What are you going to do? Self-destruct?
Jettison procedures initiated. Please engage in airlocks. Prepare to reject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You realize you're on the ground, right?
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
Good DC, how you doing? First time catching a stream? Hey, welcome. Followed your YouTube for a long time. Ah, thanks, man. Hope you're having a good day. Alright, I need to get this ship in the air.
I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
What a coincidence, that's who I am. Oh no, we can't trick her straight off the bat. Your captain's a red schmear under my escape pod. That's the response. That's the one for this character.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
I get it. You need me to be Captain Hawthorne. or you can't fly.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
Where am I supposed to find something like that? Or we have engineering skill to ask. I'll doubt to find a part like that just sitting in a garage.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements.
Don't say.
I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Yes, Ada, I understand. Thank you.
Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Are you heading off right now? No worries. Hope you get a good night's sleep.
The navigation console is offline at this time, Captain.
Yes, Ada, I was just looking at it. Be calm. I don't
If your equipment is in need of repair or modification, the Crux 2000 workbench is at your disposal, Captain.
Trying to remember whether there's anything in the
ship's
captain's
engine
quarters.
cannot
Whoops.
be powered until a replacement regulator has been properly installed. I suppose everything on the Unreliable belongs to you now, Captain. Help yourself. No, really. Due to catastrophic power failure, all doors will remain on security lockdown.
Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure that's the captain's quarters, but apparently we can't get there until we power the ship. I was hoping there might be some sort of handy-dandy weapon or something in there. I don't remember. Doesn't matter, though. Come back.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. I'm afraid we gotta dock your pay.
Got it all wrong. I'm a Starship Safety Inspector.
Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Take care. I'm already having fun with this character. Oh. That guy wasn't there in either of the recordings I did yesterday. Let's see. How brave are we feeling? It's just one of them. We should be alright. It's not just one. Help! 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 Help, Lieutenant! Okay, we dropped aggro. And Lieutenant survived. Alright, okay. Well, there is a box of something underneath that wreckage there, but I guess we can't have that today. Oh well. Stupid monkeys. Nice. Oh. Steady. What do we have here? Just another marauder? Ooh, good night, Sally. That's what I'm talking about. One shot, one kill. That's more like it. Glad we lucked out on getting the hunting rifle to drop. Much more in character. Well, well, well. What do we have here? A nice little township you've got here. A lot of graves right out front.
Where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
Is it? How do you know I'm not a marauder?
You talk too pretty for a marauder. Most of them just grunt and yell. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices.
Never got a game. Oh, wait, no, let's not call ourselves that. We're Captain Hawthorne.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Who do I talk to about power regulators?
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
Depends on the work. You offering me a job?
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
You want me to collect what's owed to you? I can do that. For the right price.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Why is Abernathy a special case?
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Can I find these people?
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
I'll be back. Gentlemen. Like the outside of this game? Yeah. It's just kind of on the edge of painterly almost, isn't it? I think it should age quite well over time. Ooh, is that a shovel? Shovelly Joe. I mean, a shovel is slightly more Western than a telescoping staff, isn't it? So if we need melee, we'll use the shovel for now. Bypass shunt? Nobody's watching? Yoink. Oh, that was that. Right. I forgot. They make noise. The perfect crime. Before we go in town, can we get around this way? Go straight to the landing pad by scooting around the outside of town? Possibly. What do we have here? Nothing. Do nothing. Yep, looks like we can go directly to the landing pad without going through town first. Interesting. Alright, let's go talk to... Who was it at the landing pad? Edgewater Cannery... The guard, Ludwig. The guard at the landing pad, Ludwig. I remember correctly, Ludwig's a bit of a few sardines short of a can.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
Yeah, you might have got the wrong idea here, buddy. Silas sent me. You owe him graveside fees.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
Are you okay, buddy? You seem confused.
I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
Now I remember. He's a bit... He's got a screw or two loose. Yeah, gotta watch out for those mechanicals.
That's right. That's what I've been saying. We gotta square our shoulders and stand ever vigilant. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
If your resistance needs another gun, I am for hire.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saw tuna cans, mostly, some Spacer's chaw, few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid.
Proper armies pay enlistment fees.
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name.
What do you need done?
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
If I'm going after this mechanical scout, I could use a couple of pointers.
Mechanical's got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
Alrighty, buddy. What's that? Oh, it's not a person, that's a thing. Right, so... die robot. I think that's around the side of town. Did I select that? Yeah, it's just around the other side of town, I remember. I think the first time I did this, I killed the robot before I spoke to Ludwig, because I was exploring around the town the other way. It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. I can hear it. Snipe the robot from under the over the barrel here. Why are you evil robot? There you are. Energy cell, pneumatic piston, armor parts. Excellent. Hell. Jeez. Don't remember those guys. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Pain in the ass. Weapon parts, thank you. Combat drone bits, more of that. Light, heavy ammo, excellent. Ooh. Necklace. Should try playing this on one of your CRTs. I reckon it'll work quite nicely on a CRT. It should support 4x3 fine too, because it is Unreal Engine 4, so... I don't think that'll be a problem. Alright, now before we go back to Ludwig, where does this door go? Is this going to town? Is this the back door to the... Okay, no, this is just a residence. Oh, is that a revolver? Oh, another light pistol. Take it anyway. Break it down for parts or something. Right. Let's get to Ludwig the good news. Robot uprising has been dealt with.
Bring us honor, soldier.
Yes, I did. You won't have to worry about that scout anymore.
You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case?
I shot it with a gun.
Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination.
Sorry.
You're a
Spoilers.
passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion.
Decent XP for
What
that.
you need is an equalizer, a weapon to strike fear in their cold mechanical hearts.
Ooh.
Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years.
This is, oh, which one is it? It's one of the, one of the one-off weapons. I don't remember which one it is. I think it might be the shock baton. You hid a secret weapon in a lavatory.
Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter.
Actually, yeah, that is kind of smart. If you're trying to hide a weapon from robots, yeah, put it in the dunny.
On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
Right. Quickly, my first playthrough was stealth with handguns and speech. Yeah, I was kind of using all-rounder when it came to weapons on my first playthrough, but I did heavily go into speech. So, you know, when you first play something like this, you don't know what weapons are going to wind up being good, so you sort of try a bit of everything. Bits and pieces all-rounder. I think in the end it was mostly auto fire guns and stuff.
Something got you down?
Nothing. Just don't want to fall sick.
It's not the best choice.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you near me.
Cantina. Don't mind me. Where's your Danny? Through here? Pretty sure it's through here. Nope. The play our piano music. Oh, there's restroom. Ah. Ludwig's bundle. Nice. Alright, let's spend some skills. Let's see here. If we go into defense, we can pull that up to 20. That'll give us a leap, a dodge forward. That could probably be useful. We'll go with that. We should bring Lion Intimidate up to 20 as well. Cool. And same thing for medical. What do we get at 20 for that? Unlock the second drug mixing slot. Yep, that's useful. And the rest into ranged, I think. Long guns is already at 40. Handguns is at 28. Once we get to 40, we get crit damage at 50. Yep. Cool. Time dilation location hits. You have unlocked location hit effects for tactical time dilation. Hitting enemies at different locations during TDT, maims, and cripples body parts. Excellent. Try different locations to see the different effects. I will. Unlocked combat dialogue skill. When attacking the correct type of target, they are automatically debilitated. Interesting. Don't remember that one. Selecting perks. Yeah. Alright, let's see here. Base health, vendor prices, companion kills, fast revolving combat, tactical time dilation, recharge rate. Yes, please. If we're going to Red Dead Redemption this stuff, I'm going to use that quite often, I think. Probably should have checked the other ones first, but it's fine. That's fine. Alright, before we leave town, we should trigger the main quest. Don't know why that's being... Oh, it's a double click, that's why. It's an active double click. I was kind of saying, why is that being so flaky? But yeah. Thank you. I feel quite refreshed. Headshot bonus when using time dilation perk come in handy. Yes. That was my thinking exactly. Because we're using, single shot weapons for this. Pretty much almost exclusively, if not absolutely exclusively, I think. They call it as we see it when we pick up guns. But yeah, that means headshot and specific body part damage is going to be quite important for this. To maximize our damage. I forgot the elevator music of the Spacer's Choice theme.
The grease monkey, Argo.
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Hello, Bill Shatner from Wish voice actor. How you doing today? Are you Reed? I was told I should talk to you.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
Doesn't he sound like Shatner? I don't work for Spacer's Choice.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
My ship needs repairs. I'm looking for power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing.
Yeah, definitely younger Shatner.
I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Frying myself?
Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running.
That delivery right there.
His legs were still twitching when we buried him.
Pure Shatner.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
I don't think these people take kindly to losing their power.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
You want me to solve your deserter problem? I charge by the head.
Good law, no, I don't want you killing anyone, least of all them. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
How will I recognize her?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
Well, she doesn't want to come back.
That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
All right. Can't make any promises.
Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode
Actually,
to
that
the
was
geothermal plant.
I should have said the other one.
For so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale?
If I'm taking this up like a bounty,
I
shouldn't have said no promises.
Want a guide? I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you.
Don't need her help.
Are you sure? I imagine Miss Holcomb will make a reliable companion. She knows her way around the Vale.
Fine amount. I really don't want to say no to taking her along because I love her so much, but Malcolm Reynolds would probably accept local guidance, even if Cad Bane wouldn't.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best
We need a
of luck.
Kaylee for the engine, don't we?
Thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
And she's definitely modeled after Kaylee, so. It's just that I plan to murder one of these people, at least, and you're going to get judgy about it, so just be ready for that, alright? Let's go. Because there is one person at the Botanical Gardens who has a unique weapon, but you have to kill them to get it, and it just so happens to be a unique hunting rifle, so...
Sorry. Got a sec? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just... Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
If I wanted to deal with nuance, I wouldn't be this heavily armed. Let's move. I mean... Yep. Alright, let's go back to the landing pad. You gonna help in this quest line? I haven't made up my mind yet. Because Cad Bane and Malcolm Reynolds would definitely do different. Just gonna have to go by vibes on this one as we go. Don't know why the quest marker led me to the wrong door. Shouldn't there be a door on the other side? Found your secret weapon.
Bring us honor, soldier.
Found the package.
Feast your eyes, soldier. This here's a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit. Designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge.
It is the shock baton.
I call it the hand of the law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig.
Sounds like fun.
Fun? This ain't some quarterly performance review, soldier. Ours is a grave and sacred duty. Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant.
Oh. Heading there anyway.
Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson.
Already got it.
I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of my gross incompetence with all matters related to security. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module.
Right. How am I supposed to get one of these logic modules?
There's the rub. If a mechanical breaks down, the logic module fries. So you can't rip one out of its corpse. You're going to have to find an intact model somehow.
Vati, is a logic model something you could help with?
I don't reckon so. I work with gears and pistons and such. Stuff you can put hands to. Computers and mechanical brains are outside my ken.
You know, she names the mechanicals she fixes. Calls them Bess and Clancy and so on. You keep a careful eye on her. Could be a sympathizer.
What are you planning?
Don't tell anyone, all right? I've got a contact. A real expert in the inner workings of the automaton. We are gonna rip those mechanical secrets right out of their circuits.
Perception. Edgewater in the middle of nowhere? You don't have a contact.
Well, excuse me. What I meant was I'm going to get a contact. Didn't know I had to be all prissy about my grammar around you.
Yep, seems simple enough.
If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of 0G to your memory.
Thank you, sir. Alright, we'll cut through town. Get to the other door. What if Edible 2 is going to have loading zones like this? Or that it's going to be properly seamless this time?
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
So they're using UE5 this time, I assume. It should make it a lot easier to do seamless. Tell you what, the loading times on the Switch version, I forgot how savage they were. Alrighty. Boop-a-doop. Right, that one. Let's go talk to the deserters first. Don't think I can get into any of these houses. Sure, they're all sealed up. Are they explosive? I forget.
Here we go.
Yeah, they are.
Nice one. Not even a scratch.
Nice shot, Pavs. Just popped right in the face. I don't remember you being that good with a gun. She just cracked him right in the skull. Tech skills +5. We might put that on Pavs. Alright, how do we do this again? Inventory, Pavs, armor. Alright, what are you wearing? Tech skills 5, armor 7, armor 3, armor 9. There you go. Ka-chunk. And standard weapon and the hammer. You can have those. Well, 60 DPS at 50. I'll leave you with the hammer. So many styles and stuff. I've yet to try this game. I love games like this. Yeah, there's a lot of... There's a lot of flexibility in builds on this game. Well, it has to be said, stealth is a little bit flaky. Can be done, but it's not quite as elegant as some other games. Sorry I made you whiff there. So you go for... Oh, that's a cool hammer. Yeah, shooting out the body parts in this game is so fun. Actually, no lock minigame.
You're fast.
Armor parts that are legally toxi-free. Liquid toxin absorber, immunize harmful status effects. Nice. Model spaceship and a ring. A necklace. Yeah, I did mean to sell a bunch of this junk before I left town, but I forgot. Hopefully there's someone we can sell it to at the place. The place and things. Did I just see... I thought I saw an alert status there. That's probably worth investigating. Yeah, there's a box in there or something. Get to it. Oh, oh. Ah. Need yourself, Drina. Whisper quiet. Ooh, silencer. And a sight. Well, that was worth it. The maps in this game are not particularly huge. But it is still worth exploring. A lot of the areas in this game are reasonably linear. But... Oh, Pab's got a concussion. Sorry about that. You okay? You'll be fine in a sec. Bitch. Another concussion for Pavs. Possible blocker. That's a melee weapon. Not very Western though, is it? I really shouldn't be using the heavy rifle for that. Waste of ammo. Time dilate while you're loading, idiot. It's just a waste.
That's the last of them.
Thinking cap lads. Mushroom which stifles the adrenal, shifting your mind's comprehension of time. Tactical time dilation booster. Right, before... Oh yeah, item repair. Before that... right, medium distance. Let's put you at far distance so we can do some flanking. Keep you ranged. And we'll keep you as aggressive. Right, so... That's at 50% condition. Oh, I can't repair in the field yet. I'm gonna need more skills in tech before I can repair stuff in the field. Damn it. That might be a problem. There's some doggos around here, right? Right, so if we head up this road, should be fine. Another assault rifle. Don't need that, but I'll take it for parts. Yeah, something killed these guys, and it weren't me. Where are ya, mean little bastards? There they are, they've moved on. I think it would be neat if your next Fallout game had an option for how you want to have VATS behave. Everyone like Fallout 3 New Vegas, where everything completely freezes, or Fallout 4, where everything is more slow but still moving. 76, still real time. Yeah, it'd be fun to give that option for players, wouldn't it? Like, I'm quite used to how 76 works these days, because of course I played quite a lot of it. But, you know, gun to my head, I think I prefer Fallout 4's. So, that character right there, Grace. She's the one with the special gun. She is not, I believe, important for any quests, so we can just kill her straight off. And as long as no one sees us, no one in town's going to be too pissy about it. Really hoping for one shot there.
Everyone all right?
Okay, so technically, I didn't kill her. Technically, Pav did. Long Ranger, that's the one. And a beanie? Beanie's not very cowboy. Okay, Long Ranger. So, how do we compare? See if we compare. Apparently. Oh, we have to select the two things we were comparing. That's how that works. Oh, whatever. Yeah, the Long Ranger. So, 90 damage as opposed to 55. And we have the extendo sight, which gives us way more range. Or actually, we don't have the extendo sight, but we did pick up one, so I think we can put that on there. Shall we just walk into town with Grace's rifle? What could possibly go wrong? Fallout 3 and 4 style is definitely more geared for sniping, yeah.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got some. Keep your wits about you, friend.
Do you want to talk to me? Alright. What's this space? Space. Oh, is this a trade? No stock. Guess we can lockpick that, but doesn't count as stealing. Oh, the inside's count as stealing, though. Leave it alone for now. Someone see? How did... Wait, what's going on? Or maybe someone found Grace's body. Is that an animal, maybe? Oh, it's the chicken is mad at me. Why? Why? No, wait, that doesn't belong to the chicken at all.
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout, too. Something I can help you with?
Yeah, you can buy a bunch of my shit.
Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Your merchant skill is equal to the value of your best dialogue skill, and is used to negotiate prices. Okay. Alright, sell old junk. And sort by value. Alright, that shunt. Okay, apparently we scroll entire pages at a time. Okay, you can have the nanas. Oh, there we go. You can have the bread. You can have that. You can have that. I need weapon parts. Dehydrated water. I forgot about the dehydrated water. Water without the hydration or oxygen. Sugar drink. Just add water for dehydrated water. You can have the booze. I need the Adreno. You can have that mining helmet. You can have that. You can have that. You can have the hibernation suit thingy. You can have that, that, that. Also that one. Telescoping stuff. You can have the mining gear. Mechanics overalls, which I think used to be Pav's, so I just sold her clothes. Alright, can have the tuner as well. Ration pills, sure. Yep. Yep. Okay. Now, what have you got? You have everything I just sold you. Oh, what's this? Fiverr. Oh, I remember this. Yeah, it's a revolver, but it's been modified for heavy ammo instead of regular ammo. Can I afford it? What's the price? Insufficient bits. Damn it. That's a shame. Oh. Don't think I need you to repair any of my stuff either, because I just got a new gun, so that'll do for now. Wait, is that the stuff I just sold him? Now then, where's the boss? Do you think you'll play through the different DLCs? I'd actually own the DLCs. I've got like $17 of Steam credit in my wallet. And we'll talk about this last weekend, but then I discovered that actually I don't own this game on Steam. I own it on Epic. So I have no credit with which to buy the DLCs. And they're like $20 each, so that's $40 for both. And with the Switch coming, and I still don't have enough budget scraped aside from that, I just can't afford it, but maybe down the track.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
Sounds a bit culty, but sure. I'm not here to join your camp.
Really? Now that you mention it, you don't have the look of an indentured laborer about you. Not nearly enough despair in your eyes.
You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Reed sent me to make peace with you. More or less.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
You die and everyone else goes back to work. Reed asks you to consider coming back to town. He's willing to make amends. I mean, he did sound earnest enough, so we'll do that.
Make amends? Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Reed asked me to divert your power over to him. He mentioned a geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Money! Or actually, no, yeah, the power regulator.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip him out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
I ain't no hero, lady. Not looking to get mixed up with your problems, just want to fix my ship.
Well, if it's all the same to you, then you ought to divert power over to us, shut down Reed's cannery, and scrap it for parts.
Yeah, and all the other workers in that town get shafted as well.
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scrap Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
Let's say I help you. What happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
Do you actually have enough resources for everybody, though?
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Mm-hmm.
Something you need?
Do you have anything? Nope.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Thomas.
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi! Hello!
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town.
Just trying to get my ship off the ground.
Never heard it phrased in such a way before. I guess we're all trying to get our ships off the ground, ain't we?
No, literally, you idiot.
Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were
Actual
one of us.
spaceship.
Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
Never too late to start learning. Yeah.
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
Would you pay, though? I expect a fair price. There we go.
I'll pay you for every pad you bring me. If, by some miracle, you can bring me the full set, I'll give you something pretty I've been saving for a lucky day.
Okay, that's more like it. I'll let you know.
Would you? I'd be grateful.
Let's go ahead and do. Whoa, jeez. Thanks for the warning. Jackass. Jesus Christ. Range on these little mines. The hell? Fuck you, game. Chevrolet Joe. I don't know if there's an equivalent to Lance Epic. I don't think so. What a hideout. I don't think I've ever discovered this before.
Don't mess with us.
If I did, I don't have any memory of it. Have here. Thug kits. Armor mod. Increases your melee and defense skills. Increases body armor, helmet armor. Big cartridge, another assault rifle. So many assault rifles, so few revolvers. Alright, now, this place is full of robots, if I recall. Don't seem to see any, though. And there's a hole in the fence where we can get in. I think we might be able to jump across the fence here if we get on these rocks as well. Maybe. Oh, shit. Damn it.
Here they come! Look at us!
Damn. Seriously, I don't remember her being such a crack shot. Right. There is a way to shut down that energy fence if you have the right tech skill, if I recall. There's one of the robots. And there's also a hole in the fence you can crawl through, but... yeah. Oh, hey! Ha Extender sight, mag to zap. Ooh. Change your weapon type to shock. That'll be handy. Not right now, because I can't mod my weapon right now. Can't do that in the field. Would have been handy to have a shock weapon coming in here, though.
System.
Nice. Oh, there's the hole in the fence.
I've always wanted to poke around in here.
Cartridge, heavy ammo, another necklace. Yup. Alright, what do we got here? Don't know how to hack, do you? No, you don't know how to hack. There's a different companion who knows how to hack, though.
Processing.
Incoming!
Where's your little blue glowy spot? Well, so much for stealth. Going in noisy.
Destroyed.
Well, we were never going to be a strong stealth character anyway. Did want to sneak around and pick them off one by one there, just for the funsies. Guess I'll give up on that. How many Adreno do we have? Because can we? I've got 22. That should be enough. Oh wait, no. I've got 17. The machine has 22. Oh, I can't sell to the machine. Oh, I think I need a skill for that, don't I? Right, I don't know if front door is the best option or the only option, but we're going in the front, because that's who we are. Sometimes.
The control room should be off to the right. hope we're doing the right thing.
Thank you, Pavs. If you want me to go right, I'm going to go left first. Look at that. It's a Fallout-style game where ladders work. Tactical shotgun. That's not very Wild West, is it? Is it regular shotgun, maybe? Right. Ooh. Unlock the upper store, please. Okay.
That was quick.
Hey, revolver! Hey. Ha ha ha. Revolver. Now we're talking. Nice. So, what's revolver do? 41 damage, 102 DPS versus... Okay, good. Much better single hit shot damage. Precisely what I was hoping for.
Processing. Here we go.
Everyone all right?
It's out again. Alright, so that's where we came in. She wants to go off to the right. It's in here. Excuse me, stuff and things. Oh, it's been purged. 2 files left. What's file 1? I had to borrow a copy of the Young Spencer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering. Hey, how about that? Radio's been sputtering. I need to reference. I returned the copy to the repair bay. Okay, so we're going to find that in the repair bay. Chaos over here. Mechanical's gone haywire. Gunfire. Hearing some screams. And oh, lore. I think that was someone's leg. My leg! Would you like to leave early for the day? Please deduct to query fee from my pay. Thank you. Proud member of the Space Choice family. I'm going home. Deduct my pay. That's fine. I'm just going home. Alright, so. Loading bay is where we're going to find our first copy of that engineering handbook. Shunt. Yeah, I need the my leg as a clip. Especially as we're playing this game, because I can't shoot people's legs clean off. Okay, let's see here. That's status. 22% efficiency. Power is currently being distributed to Edgewater. Yep. Structural damage. Okay, redirect power. Error. Power reduction function has failed. Manual override required. Please activate all 3 electrical track switches. Okie dokie. I was going to say, I don't remember it being that quick to redirect the power, but yeah, I guess I forgot we have to go there first, and then it tells us, hey, you got to redirect the power, then you go downstairs. It's been a while. Are you dangerous? I forget. I think the big versions of those sprats are. Geothermal Security Chief's keycard required. Okay. Is the keycard in the lockers? No, it is not. Okay. Can I unlock that door from here? Yes, I can. This one follows first. Just a Higgins again. That hull head found him fiddling around with one of the mechanicals. Here we go. Someone's fiddling with the mechanicals. Everything got just wrecked. Yeah. Oh, wait. It's working with some logic module. I confiscated it. Should be in a lockaway room. Ah, there we go. Okay, so the logic module we need is in a lockaway room, which is probably the room behind us. This is after mechanicals gone crazy. I locked myself down here trying to gather my courage. Can I make a mad dash for the control room? I might be able to shut things down. We'll delete the sentry if I ever return. Greetings, Security Chief S. Tanaka. This is an automated message initiated by Spacer's Choice Worker Safety Contingency Protocols. A security lockdown has been initiated. This is not a test. Your behavior during this lockdown will be reviewed during your quarterly audit. Anxiety is a common side effect of life-threatening situations engendered by security lockdowns. Fight back against anxiety with an ice-cold bottle of Zero G Brew. Zero G Brew, an ale that's good for what ails you. We need a passcode. Oh, we had the passcode from, yeah. It's the code we got before. Spacer Thompson. Okay. Oh, that unlocked that door. So I guess we still need to find probably the body of the security chief to get into that door. Where'd you go? There you go. One more thing I love about this game is they have little barks for when you crouch to indicate that they're aware that we're doing stealth. Like going quiet or just shh. It's just one of those nice little details. Alright. Yeah, we're getting the tougher ones. It's designed for security. You don't have a passcode on you, do you? No, plant worker. I'm looking for the security chief's body. Don't think he's in here, but looks of things. Okay. Show me your mechanical face. Come on. Nope.
Ready for this. Nice one. Everyone all right?
Yeah, not doing too bad. Okay, not you. Not you. Not you. I think these are just robot recharging stations. Yep. Hastily written note. A browsed copy of the Young Spacious Guide to Mechanical Engineering. I think volume 3 needs something down in the pit. Okay, so Higgins took it with him. Higgins! Chester's passcode for that one. Who is Chester and where is he lying? What's your name? Oh, security chief. Hey, there we go. Key card. And a light machine gun. That's not the code for that though. That's the code for the door we left behind. And riot control armor. That might be an upgrade. Inventory, armor. So, armor 4, stealth skills +5 on that. Armor 3, armor 4, stealth skills +5. Damn. Cartridge, no. Oratory outfit, splash resistant. Not much of use for us in there.
There's 2 more.
Bypass which one?
Not real. You're not real.
Think you found I am. Do.
Go away, Phantom.
Another locked door. Oh, we can pick this one though.
Gosh, that's clever.
What do we got here? Bypass shunts.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Yes. Right. Workbench allows you to repair, upgrade, yada yada yada. Alright, let's see here. Why can't I... Where's my rifle? Oh, I guess because it's an iconic or whatever, I can't modify or tinker it. Bummer. Can repair though. Insufficient weapon part. Oh, I don't have enough weapon parts, alright. We'll break down some shit then. The old hunting rifle and the old light pistol. There we go. So. It's at 88% condition. Sure, we'll repair that way. And revolver install mod. We only have one mod for it. Oh, it happens to be the zappy one though. Well, sure. We'll have that. That'll help us make sure to work with these robots. And save on my big ammo. Looks like we can get over the steam.
Where'd we go?
Oh, here we go.
Whoops. Time to let you reload.
Went all right?
There we go. That works a bit better, as long as I get the weak spot. ambush. Must be predicting something important there, right? Right? Maybe not. Oh, there's another plant worker. Found another guy with a code or something.
That's the last.
That's our shortcut back out there. Right. Now, let's go and say hello to the guy who's lost his damn mind.
No, just leave me alone.
You'll be fine. I just need a book, Higgins. I just need a book. You'll be fine. Higgins? Higgins. 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 Hi, Higgins.
You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot. Scram.
Crack you on the nose with the butt of my gun. We'll see how real I feel. I'm not trying to hurt you.
You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting.
You eating sprats?
Of course. Sprats are an excellent source for my daily recommended intake of mercury. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
Do you now? How long have you been down here, mate?
Hard to say. By my reckoning, Higgins has been here somewhere between 2 weeks and forever. My recollection's a touch fuzzy these days.
And what exactly do you do?
Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant.
You're an engineer?
I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section.
How do you stop them?
Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons.
Us. Or you can help me and I won't feed you to the sprats. Your call. I can deal with the mechanicals. I made it this far, didn't I? Yeah.
You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead.
Interesting. Mechanicals follow their behavior of the logic module. Someone tampered with it.
Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal.
There we go.
Let me just write it down for you.
Any idea where I can find a logic module?
Funny thing, I was working on a logic module just before the mayhem started. Security chief found me and confiscated the logic module.
Yeah, do you know how to get into that room, or... No.
The tail. Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy.
Alright,
Forgot what you were gonna say? Me too.
Now, where's that book of yours? There it is. Yoink. And is that the special hammer? I think it's just an ordinary hammer, isn't it? Taking it anyway, buddy. Kill sprats with your bare hands, you crazy bastard. I believe that's the first time I've left him alive. Like the first time, I think I killed him for comedy. Mercy killing. Second time, Captain Bob Cranky Pants had had enough of his shit. Right, let's make sure I'm doing the right thing here. Logic model, it's upstairs. 3 volumes. Alright, should be fine here. There we go. Now we've got access. Modify the behavior. Select new targets. Error. Auto mechanicals in the facility have been mandated to target intruders. Any attempt to alter the setting is punishable by company law. Your infraction has been noted in your permanent record. See Higgins. Oh, we got Higgins in trouble. Right, define intruders. Any person not identified as property space's choice. Yes, we can modify the definition of intruders. Define intruders as space's choice auto mechanicals. Done. I mean, they're all dead now, so this doesn't really help me, but still. Can't choose a new mode. Alright. There we go. Oh. I forgot. I already got the key, didn't I? That's the one. Logic module. Nice. Alright, one thing left to do.
Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
Mm-hmm. What do you think, though?
I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished.
The sensor community can't just destroy what they built?
Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town.
Yeah, she does.
Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred?
You know what? You've got a good point. Plus, I know from another playthrough, the reason she gets those plants to grow so good is because she feeds people to it. She uses human flesh as fertilizer, so it's a choice. I see your point. Ready to make a decision.
Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
Don't worry about it. I was barely listening. I like hearing from you.
Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
It's kind of shitty of other people, because you're nice. So, Yeah, I mean, the deserters are a community, but she's right. Their leadership is kind of hostile by nature and kind of pretentious and arrogant about it. Whereas the town's leadership, well, there's a wee little company man, but in general his heart's in the right place. Safety features detected. Moderate severe structural damage. Redirecting power is irreversible procedure. Okay. Redirect to Edgewater. I hate having you making this game. Actually, I really like this one because there is no right answer. And a lot of quests like that in this game are like that. You know, so many of these games are like, well, there's one obviously evil choice and there's one obviously good choice. But in this game, quite a lot of the decisions you made are not so cut and dried. Like there's no light side, dark side obvious choice for a lot of them. I appreciate games like that, where things matter. You have to think about the decisions you're making, not, well, is this choice going to make people happy or sad? Or, you know, it's like complicated decisions, so I appreciate that. Anyway, I think while we're safe here, this will be a good place for me to take a quick break, because I'm due. A quick stretch, get a fresh coffee, and I'll be back in a minute.